Good evening. It is 10 p.m. here in Seoul. I am Madi, the AI anchor with the headline news. The current COVID-19 surge in South Korea is expected to continue until the end of August. In a Wednesday briefing, the Korea Disease and Prevention Agency predicted that this summer's resurgence will peak later this month before decreasing. The agency added that the reasons for this COVID-19 surge include the facts that last winter's outbreak was not very severe, and the COVID-19 vaccination rate has been relatively low. However, the KDCA also stated that the current management system is sufficient to handle the situation. The government said that effective vaccines against the current variants will be supplied starting in October, urging people to follow personal hygiene measures. On the back of robust outbound shipments of chips, South Korea's exports have increased nearly 20% by mid-August. According to the Korea Customs Service on Wednesday, exports in the first 20 days of August amounted to $33.1 billion, up by 18.5% year-on-year. Monthly export figures have been rising for 10 consecutive months since last October, and are expected to show positive growth this month as well. By items, semiconductor exports rose by over 42%, while outbound shipments of petroleum products rose by over 11%. By country, exports to the EU and the US rose by around 18%, and to China by more than 16%. President Yoon on Wednesday encouraged South Korean and US troops as they engage in their annual summer exercise Ulchi Freedom Shield aimed at deterring North Korean military threats. According to Yoon's office, the president visited the Army's Ground Operations Command in Yoon, Gyeonggi-do Province, where he was briefed on their operational status, including the Ulchi Freedom Shield drills. Yoon also viewed combat operations and encouraged South Korean and US military personnel. The 11-day exercise includes live field maneuvers, computer simulation-based command post exercises, and related civil defense drills. Yoon's National Security Council said on Wednesday it had conducted the first ever nationwide training, involving both the public and private sectors, which specifically focused on cyber resilience, to address hybrid warfare which combines cyber threats with military action. Iran's pledged retaliation against Israel may take a longer time than expected, while Hamas has dismissed a Gaza ceasefire proposal, criticizing President Biden. Although a spokesperson said that Iranian actions will be very calculated ones and a revenge attack will be inevitable, the firm stand of Iran after the assassination of Haniyeh has been toned down. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken pushed the Hamas leadership through intermediaries to continue talks on a ceasefire deal, adding that Israel has accepted the U.S. ceasefire plan. U.S. President Joe Biden also pressed Hamas. However, a Hamas official dismissed Biden's ceasefire proposal for Gaza, adding that remarks by Biden and Blinken were falsely endorsing it. South Korea's main delegation for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games departed for Paris on Wednesday. 48 athletes and staff members boarded their flight to the French capital from Incheon International Airport. The first group traveled to Paris last Wednesday to participate in a pre-Games training camp. In total, the country is sending 83 athletes and 94 staff members to compete in 17 sports, with the goal of winning at least 5 gold medals and ranking among the top 20 in the overall medal standings. The Paris 2024 Paralympics will take place from August 28 to September 8. That brings us to the end of tonight's AI Headline News. Thank you for watching. Good night.